Well, then let me ask you that, because that's an excellent point also, that, you know, you can't stop crazy, or can you stop crazy? And I'm not sure. I mean, there's a lot of social media things that get said on social media, and from time to time I'll notice somebody say something stupid like, I wish I could kill blah blah blah. Is this a healthcare issue then? Is this a mental health care issue? Is this something where, you know, a lot of people, this kid was awkward, this kid had Asperger's, and I know a lot of people that have Asperger's, but they wouldn't go shooting people. So is this the kind of thing that maybe, you know, somebody should have gotten to him and he should have gotten medical attention? What do you guys think about that?
Actually, he did have medical attention. He was formally diagnosed. He did have everything, like, right? I believe he was seeing somebody about it, a doctor, and it was more so to him a learning disability, and I think that has nothing to do with it, personally.
Okay. What were you going to say, Joe?
Well, I don't know how hard it is to figure out if someone is crazy. Like, but if they did that for every single person, I don't know how long that would take, like per person, but that might be a lot of time to figure it out. So don't really know where to go with this, but.
Well, I think that, you know, he had applied for a gun license for himself, but he didn't want to wait for a background check. You'd think that would have been a red flag. Oh, the kid doesn't want to wait for a gun check, I wonder, or a background check, I wonder why. Dylan, what do you have to say about that?
I'd say, like, I don't think that would contribute much to it, but I can't really say what it is, because don't know a lot about it, like what was going on behind, like how he's getting treated in school, like how he was with his family.
And that's a good point too. There are a lot of other factors we don't really know.
Yeah.
Right. What do you think?
Yeah,
Jim?
like it really depends. I also think, besides the fact that you can't really tell if someone's crazy half the time until they do something, but like that kid, apparently, what did he have again? Like,
supposedly he had Asperger's.
Yeah, that. If that's mostly just a learning disability, like there's different kinds of mental illnesses. Like there's learning disabilities, and then there's crazy people.
Right.
Like if you're there, and the crazy people that are like known to be like mentally insane go away to a mental hospital or whatever, but really you can't. It's not really a health thing, because you can't honestly like tell if someone's officially crazy until they try something, or until someone that's like related to them comes and gets them tested for crazy or something.
Right. And you know there is a major difference between,
and some people just something inside them snaps one day and they go insane. So
well, I think that's the thing too, is that I think we're all capable of snapping. But what makes us do that? And I know from my own learning disabilities that I've gotten so frustrated I've definitely wanted to put my fist through something. But there's a big difference between having Asperger's or having a learning disability and then being
insane.
Yeah, quote unquote, crazy enough to shoot children. And I think that that's something else, is that us as human beings, we want to find a reason for something that's so unreasonable, such as shooting innocent people and shooting innocent children.
And what really like makes me angry is he went to his mother's house to kill his mother, and then he went to the school for no reason, a legit reason.
Yeah, we don't know what the reason is, and we may never know.
Open fire on them.
Right. What other things struck you about this?
Just the amount of people that he killed, I guess, and the fact that it wasn't like a high school. Like most of the time when you see mass shootings, it's at a high school with some crazy high schooler who hates everybody. But this was elementary school with a bunch of little 6-year-old kids who went to school that day and just like thought it was going to be a normal day, and then they just got their lives ripped away from them.
And actually one of my closest friends, who we're going to visit for New Year's, lives 10 to 20 minutes away from the school. And that really caught me off guard, and like really scared me.
Now, just in mass shootings in general, it seems like, to me, the first major mass shooting that I remember was Columbine. Since that, we've had Columbine, the shooting at the Sikh temple, the shooting in the theater. There have been other school shootings. Is this becoming like the way the world is now?
Well, kind of. It seems to me like this is happening more and more often, but it's also because people are trying harder and harder to stop things like this. Like in the olden times, there wasn't half as much of this stuff. Well, maybe there weren't guns a lot in the old times, but still, I guess think that maybe the fact that we're pushing so hard to stop these things is the reason that extremists and people like that are trying so hard to prove we can still do this, and I think some of them are just doing this kind of thing because someone's telling them no.
Dylan, what do you think?
I agree with like what June said. And it also has to do with like the way the world works now has changed in a lot of ways, and people are really changing because now with like the next generation growing up, it keeps like getting more different and different, and stuff's getting like so different now. Like I think some people have like a sense of entitlement almost. It seems like they don't know as much right from wrong than like 20 years ago.
It does seem, it's strange that you say that's kind of how you're reflecting. Anthony, what do you feel? Is this the way of the world now? Is this just the way it is?
I believe it's just the people, like the certain people who, like, people back then had no access to the kind of thing they do now, and now that they do, they're able to express, maybe that's what I'm looking for, what they want to do with violence. And back then, they've never been able to do that because they haven't had the opportunity or the chance.
What do you think, Joe?
I don't think it's the way we're growing up, but now, like, if there's a mass murder, it's really not as big as a deal as it would have been like 30 years ago. Like, I don't know any examples back then, but
The only one I could maybe even pull, like Waco. It's the only thing I can think that's even further back.
yeah.
You know.
But like now, there's one like every couple months, so it's kind of losing its thought, and everyone's like, they probably weren't gonna do it, but then they saw 8 others, so now they're like, oh, okay, this really is not that big of a deal. I can do it.
Yeah.
And like the way there are video games now that like encourage killing and lots of stuff like that.
We're almost desensitized to it.
Yeah.
Is kind of what you're getting at. So I feel like we could continue talking about the what's and the whys, but I want to hear from you guys. What are you taking away from this? You know, between this shooting and the several others, what kind of things are you hoping will change? So we'll start with you, June.
Things I hope will change. It's kind of a funny thing with me. I know that things we hope will change, that this doesn't happen so often, but in here, we all know that that's probably not going to happen because things just keep getting worse and worse, and no matter how much we hope for things, sometimes it just doesn't ever work, and you're stuck in the same loop. Someone always has to get the crappy end of the deal. So it's just always how the world works.
Okay. Dylan?
I can't really add anything. June said just about everything I would have said.
Yeah. Anthony?
Same here.
Fourth that, or third that.
Fourth that. Well, I'll say that I hope that we all treat each other a little nicer. And maybe, you never know. You never know. But we'll all try to be a little bit nicer, a little bit kinder to each other, and hug your loved ones. So I'd like to close the show, and with Joe, Anthony, Dylan, and June are going to read the names of the 26 victims of the school shooting.
I guess I'll go first. Charlotte Bacon, age 6. Daniel Barden, age 7.
Rachel Davino, age 29. Olivia
Angle.
Engel, age 6.
Josephine Gay, age 7. Anna M. Marquez Green, age 6.
Dylan Hockley, age 6. Dawn Hochsprung, age 47.
Madeline F.
Shoe.
Shue, age 6. Catherine V. Hubbard, age 6.
Chase Kowalski, age 7. Jesse Lewis, age 6.
James Mattioli or something, age 6. Grace McDonald, age 7.
Anne Marie Murphy, age 52. Emily Parker, age 6.
Jack Pinto, age 6. Noah Ponzer, age 6.
Caroline
Provided.
Privy, age 6. Jessica Ricos, age 6.
Avili Richmond, age 6. Lauren Rossio, age 30.
Mary Shelak, age 56. Victoria Soto, age 27.
Benjamin Wheeler, age 6. Allison N. Wyatt, age 6.
Thank you for joining us.